It is the first episode of Coming In Hot of 2025. We are heading into the playoffs. Unlike a lot of your favorite teams, because that's just not what they do. Unlike my favorite team, which does. Joined by my buddy here, Laron.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to talk his bullshit and try to convince me that Kyler Murray is the MVP, and we all know that that's wrong. Or he's going to be Collinsworth, and he's going to, ride Mahomes like everybody else, like he always does.
Can I vote Caitlin Clark for MVP?
Yeah, you can vote Caitlin Clark for MVP of the season, probably.
Shout out Caitlin.
Shout out Caitlin Clark. Yeah. You gotta love a Caitlin Clark shout out. Shout out Iowa, where Green Bay drafts all their players from apparently.
Yep.
Philadelphia drafts them from Georgia. Green Bay drafts them from the middle of nowhere in Iowa.
I like how you work that in.
Yeah.
Tie them together.
Yeah, always. I mean, if you're gonna tie the MVP to the greatest team in football, I mean, that's how you do things. That's how I do things anyway. Just because you like Kyler Murray and I don't.
Touche. I'm with you.
All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit of bullshit. We got playoff football coming up this weekend. We've got now previously he was gonna join me on a podcast at the beginning of the season. We were gonna talk about all of our picks for the year. He did not, however, be able to join me that day, but he may have all his picks again. I don't know if he does. They're all wrong.
Yeah, a lot of them are. A lot of them are.
And then we get to review. We're gonna review those and then talk about where we're at right now with what we're at before we head into the playoffs, because those things are in a couple of weeks. All the awards ceremonies are in a couple of weeks. And we're going to talk playoff football heading into this weekend and what we think about maybe some coaches. There's a lot of shit we can talk about. So we're talking about where Caitlin Clark's going to be next year, obviously. Anyway, but let's get started here. We're talking about so my preseason stuff was a little wild. Some of it was a little off. Some of it was wildly correct, which is crazy. My champion was Green Bay. You already knew that. Everyone knew that. AFC, I had Houston, and NFC, I had Green Bay coming out of that for the Super Bowl. My divisions, I had Detroit, Philly, Tampa Bay, and San Francisco. Detroit, Philly, and Tampa Bay all won their divisions, which is wild. I had Atlanta, Green Bay, and Dallas in the playoffs. Atlanta and Dallas did not make jack shit.
Okay.
Send them on their way. AFC, I had Baltimore, Miami, Houston, and Kansas City. Got 3 of those right. Miami, not even in the playoffs. And my 3 backup AFC teams were the Jets, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Cleveland.
Man.
2 out of 3 are changing coaches.
Okay. Good point.
So not only did they not make the playoffs, they're changing coaches.
Right.
Shit.
I'll tell you what I had, man.
Yeah.
In the South, I had Atlanta. Didn't happen.
Fail.
In the East, I had Philly.
You got one right.
I got Detroit in the North.
Yep. Two for two.
And I had San Fran.
Yeah, we aligned on most. Actually, I think we aligned on all except for Tampa Bay and you had Atlanta.
Okay.
Everything else was.
You had San Fran too?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, it did not work out well.
All right. And then on the AFC side, in the East, I had the Jets. Yikes.
Yeah. You bought into Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I know. I did. Man, I had Cincinnati. Cincinnati played well until when they didn't. They had good moments.
They should have made the playoffs.
Yeah, I wish they would have.
And the Chiefs weren't scared, and they didn't lose on purpose.
Right. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce said, I ain't scared of shit.
They're now playing the Walmart parking lot right now.
Right, yeah. Yeah, thanks, Taylor Swift.
And then, speaking of, in the West, I had the Chiefs who won. And in the South, I had Houston.
Yep. So we matched up all night. All the way.
So 2 for 2.
Did you have any of your, did you have any other playoff, did you have a full playoff bracket or just those?
I just had the
division winners?
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. So, all right. So, MVP, I had Jordan Love. That's probably not likely.
Okay.
Just not likely. Not likely.
For my MVP, it's probably not likely either. I had Pat Mahomes. So, I thought he would have a breakout year. He had a bunch of weapons. Had Hollywood, who was hurt for a lot of the year.
Hollywood was hurt. Then Rashee Rice got hurt. That kind of threw. That changed everything.
Travis Kelce didn't have a Travis Kelce year.
He was too busy sticking it to the stick.
Yeah, probably got the Swifties with him.
No.
But yeah, so
swiftly departed the stat lines.
Exactly. So, but they always talk about Travis Kelce and they talk about him in the playoffs. So maybe in the coming weeks he's going to be that Travis Kelce. But
hey,
I had MVP. I had Pat Mahomes.
If you have Travis Kelce and the referees, you're always going to win.
You got a chance.
You got a chance.
You got a chance.
I had, all right, so Offensive Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. I had Saquon Barkley, Offensive Player of the Year, Daniil Hunter as Defensive Player of the Year. That was not likely. He had a good impact, but he didn't explode the way I expected him to. Will Anderson took over that, really.
Yeah.
Will Anderson was a monster again,
he was.
actually.
Saquon one looks pretty good though. They got a legitimate shot.
If he don't win it, I'll be shocked because he's not going to win MVP because he's not going to win. You can't win the quarterback award as a running back, so you got to win the running back award as a running back.
So as my offensive player, I had Tyreek Hill, who
doesn't even want to be on the Dolphins.
He's opened the door, bro.
He wants to.
Yeah, he's leaving.
Yeah, Antonio Brown.
And defensive player, I had Nick Bosa.
Bosa just got hurt.
Yeah, he was
again.
He was banged up. So
all season long.
And then for the guy I had secondary was Aiden Hutchinson, who was another guy got hurt.
Yeah. So that was a rough one. All right. So who'd you do for your offensive rookie of the year?
Offensive rookie of the year. I thought they set it up beautifully for him to come in and just manage the game, bro. You don't have to be special. And seemed like they did, but it was in Washington. But the guy that I had was Caleb Williams. So I thought they wouldn't have got receivers for him. The defense, everything looked good on paper.
It comes down to coaching.
Everything, yeah. And that's what it means what it was.
When you waste 30 seconds of a clock in the fourth quarter of a game with no timeouts, or with one timeout, with one timeout, when you waste 30 seconds of a clock with one timeout needing a touchdown, that's not all on you.
Yeah.
Yes, he should have called the timeout.
Right.
But Eberflus was garbage. And I said that before the season started, and I doubled down on it during the season when Green Bay beat the shit out of them. And we're not going to talk about the second game. But he wasn't even a coach then.
Yeah.
But Caleb Williams did not impress. He really didn't impress me, though.
Yeah, he man, like I said, I thought he would come in and just fit the script. Just you got everything around you. I don't need you to be Superman. But I think he was trying to be Superman at times. And
he held the ball too long.
And that was his biggest issue.
Like, you're talking about trying to get a guy like Keenan Allen open. Dude is open. He's 6'3", 250. Just throw it.
Just give it to him.
You put it in his vicinity, you're gonna catch the ball.
What's the other wide receiver?
DJ Moore.
Rome
Odunze. Cole Kmet.
Yeah,
DeAndre Swift.
Running backs, yeah.
I mean, shit. There's so much talent on that team.
That's what I said, man. I thought they looked really good on paper.
Yeah, so did his fingernails. But guess what? That didn't translate to the damn game.
So
shit don't translate.
That's gonna be like you said. I think that was more coaching than anything.
Just because you paint your fingernails shiny does not mean you got 10 rings. That's not how that works.
And then for my offensive defensive player of the year, or rookie of the year, my bad. I had Dallas Turner. So a little bit of a homer there. Roll Tide.
That's all right because you went homer and I went homer because my defensive rookie of the year was Jared Verse.
Yep,
Florida State.
That was my second guy. So
Florida State.
That was me picking Jared Verse with my brain.
But all right, so let's talk about this. So Dallas Turner had an impact later in the season.
He did.
During those last couple of games, his name got brought up a lot. He actually got playing time. Jared Verse started from day one. Him and Braden Fisk were a monster team together at Florida State and on the Rams.
Right.
But Jared Verse's impact, while he was the leading sacker on the team, it was outweighed by his impact because people had to contain it. They had to account for him.
Yeah.
It wasn't Aaron Donald level of 3 guys on him, but you had to put an extra. You had to chip him. You had to make sure he could, because he always got back there. And if he didn't, Braden Fisk did. It's crazy.
I heard a guy talking today. I can't remember who it was on one of these shows, but they was talking about Verse, and they were saying he might as far as everybody that's like active today, he might be the best pass rusher in the league.
And he could theoretically be in the defensive player of the year conversation. He doesn't have the numbers of like Trey Hendrickson,
right.
But he as a rookie to command that much attention and game planning is insane.
That is, especially as a rookie,
like absolutely insane. So I had Jared Verse, you had Dallas Turner. I did go with Jaden Daniels.
Okay, all right.
Tip the cap.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I had no faith in Caleb Williams. I hate Caleb Williams. I'm also a Packers fan, so I hate the Bears. So I had a little bit of bias going into that, but
I didn't think about that.
It did work out well for me.
Okay.
All right, so Coach of the Year, I had D'Amico Ryans, not looking good.
Man, and he's like a year late. He should have won it last year, in my opinion.
He should have won it last year.
My Coach of the Year, I had Raheem Morris.
You even know who that is?
Yeah, I think. Who is he?
The garbage ass coach for the Falcons.
No, I thought that was with getting Kirk Cousins.
To bench him for Michael Penix.
Yeah, no, but they had. I felt like they had the team,
dude.
Yeah.
They had
same
the
thing
team.
with like the Jets with the.
They were a quarterback away.
Yeah,
both
exactly.
of them.
So they would have got him, and
we're a quarterback away. Let's be clear.
They
allegedly.
Exactly.
Joy Taylor.
And
I said allegedly. Please don't cancel me. Allegedly.
Okay. All right. Well, this is my first and last episode. Come to my podcast now. Thank you, Hunter. It was nice knowing you.
You're welcome.
We'll do some call-ins for you.
Oh, it's like Pat McAfee always says, allegedly.
Allegedly. You got to put
Allegedly.
that out there. Allegedly.
I said it 7 times.
Yeah, I thought he would. I also thought he would win because, like, not only the quarterback and the weapons around him, and one of my favorite guys on defense that I feel like maybe he's not underrated, but he don't get talked about as much. My guy that came from the Patriots, with the red sleeves.
Judon.
Judon, yeah.
But between Judon, Jesse Bates, and
I forgot about Bates.
Who's their other safety they got? They got a safety mid-season. There was Jesse Bates and the dude from the Broncos. There was a safety from the Broncos. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But he got cut like early in the season or mid-season or some shit, and he came in there and it was just like their safety tandem is just nuts. But that's Raheem Morris's bread and butter is defense.
Right. Yeah.
And he always had good defenses, but he, like a lot of these like defensive coordinators stuff, this is nothing against Raheem Morris in general, but he is a better defensive coordinator than a head coach.
I can see that.
Which is a concern with like Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn coming out as offensive coordinators, guys who aren't calling plays,
right?
And then coming out there and being a head coach. That was a concern with Dan Campbell though too. Dan Campbell obviously proved it wrong,
right?
But like you never know what you're gonna get with that. Now Raheem Morris to me was a head coach at one point, and he didn't do a good job in my opinion.
Okay.
So I didn't like Dan Quinn getting a head coaching job again in Washington because he didn't prove that he was a good head coach either.
Right.
He struck gold with Jaden Daniels, who ended up is playing out of his mind.
Right.
But that's an interesting one to follow because Raheem Morris putting in Penix took major fucking chutzpah.
Yeah.
That took some real like Emmanuel Acho level balls.
Yeah.
To fucking just put that shit in there, allegedly.
Yeah. And I also thought that was easier division to win. I feel like it was only 2 contenders in that division, which was Atlanta and Tampa.
So there was 3 contenders in that division, and all of them were fighting for first or last place because it didn't really know which direction it was going to go.
Yeah.
The division was bad.
Yeah, man. Carolina's still working. They need a lot of work. Saints.
Bryce Young looked a lot better this year.
Toward the end of the year, he did.
Yeah,
I think
once he got sacked.
I think he needed that bench. Sometimes I think as a quarterback, I think you
trial by fire is not always the way.
Exactly. You can sit down and learn like, okay, this is what I need to do. If you, basically you looking at it from a different perspective.
Well, and it gave him a chance to humble himself a little bit and be like, okay, like. And then watching Andy Dalton be like, listen, I don't have to be a savior on every play.
Yep.
Where Anthony Richardson kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
But he's still like,
exactly.
Can I?
And
I'm tired.
After he got this,
tired, boss.
When he came back too, I watched a couple games.
Which one, Richardson or
Bryce Young?
That's your boy, Alabama.
I watched a couple games and he looked more calm. He looked more like decisive with his stuff. It wasn't like he was trying to he was just playing football when he came back. So like it
took some of the thinking out of the game.
Yeah, exactly. It took some of the thinking out. And
let him play how he played at Alabama. Just play free. Just
play football.
And Adam Thielen is super freaking underrated.
Yeah. Especially
for being like 34.
I was just gonna say, especially at that age, bro. At that age, he's still productive.
He wasn't getting any respect when he left Minnesota.
Yeah.
So for him to get there now, and he's literally Bryce Young's number 1 target.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, are we going to re-sign him? You have to.
Yeah, I would think so because, like I said, they got that kind of camaraderie. They got that kind of relationship on the field to where
until they find somebody else that can catch the ball.
I would think you would want to bring him back.
Well, Deontay didn't do shit. They traded him. They got rid of him.
Off of him.
He's in the Texans now. He actually played in last week's game. I don't know if you knew that or not. I didn't know. I found that out toward later on, but he got a couple of catches, I guess.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, him and Nico Collins could be fun. That could be interesting.
That could be interesting.
With Dell out. And but Deontay Johnson didn't do jack shit. And then they traded with Jonathan Mingo to the Cowboys for like, I don't know, highway robbery. Got like 18 picks for that.
Exactly.
Dumbest.
I don't know.
Jerry Jones, listen, on the record, Jerry Jones is a moron. He has got to retire as a general manager. Anyway, I don't even know how we ended up all... Oh, yeah, we're talking about the Falcons, Coach of the Year, Raheem Morris. All right, comeback player of the year. I had Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, same with me.
Yeah.
Comeback player. I felt like that was almost a no-brainer, too.
It still could be. I don't... If they do it based on a player being injured, it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Now, because like most improved player would be like Sam Darnold. That would actually make sense. This, but part of the conversation we had the other day, we had that conversation about whether it should be Sam Darnold or not or Aaron Rodgers. But if it's based on injury, but Sam Darnold is the most improved player.
So maybe that's
he didn't get hurt. He's never been hurt. I think there is a most improved player, but
I know there's one in the NBA.
I think that I don't know. I could be wrong, but Aaron Rodgers probably deserved it for his comeback from the ACL injury. He did not play up to Aaron Rodgers' level,
right?
But he probably makes the most sense.
Yeah.
There's really nobody else. I mean, Joe Flacco could win it in 3 games over DeMar Hamlin, who played a half a game.
Right.
Then Aaron Rodgers probably wins it for playing the whole season. I mean, granted, he did get the rest of his best friends to play, but I mean, whatever. Do you, boo boo? I'm gonna do regression team before I do the my surprise teams.
Okay.
My regression team was the Bills. I was wrong. I wasn't just wrong. I was super wrong. I was like negative wrong. I was like, they have no receivers. They're screwed. Josh Allen's not a savior. I was wrong.
That's why we do these.
Yes, that's exactly why we do these.
I'm glad I wish you would have went after me because mine was bad too. And don't get mad at me, but my regression team was Green Bay.
I know. I remember you telling me when you told me that too, and I just laughed at you.
But I mean, I thought my reasons were, like I said, through the first 14 weeks of last year, they was 6-8.
They're average.
Yeah, they caught fire at the end, and bro,
why, right?
Not only did they catch fire, I think they built on that momentum, and it carried them throughout this year as well. You can see at least stints of it, like, hey, they look like the team from last year. They're just young; they'll get it together.
Well, Jordan's throwing off his back foot too much.
Yeah,
way too much. Because he hurt his knee. When he hurt that knee, he's not stepping into the throws like he normally does.
Right.
And then with Watson out now, it's gonna be a little different because he ain't gonna step into it to chuck it down the field, which is all right. I mean, I respect the scenario. It makes sense. But there's a little thing called Toyota-thon, if you don't know about it yet. But there's a whole scenario in which Toyota-thon, Jordan Love is a real thing. He made a commercial about it. Toyota-thon Jordan.
Okay.
When Toyota-thon hits in November, Jordan Love is apeshit. He hasn't thrown a pick since then.
That's the real thing.
That's 2 years in a row. He is
Toyota-thon.
When he hit that hot streak last year, when Toyota-thon started, he threw 1 pick the rest of the season.
Was that in
this year? He threw 0.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah, he had like 18 touchdowns and 1 pick last year.
Is he sponsored by Toyota?
He did a commercial for him this year.
Okay, there you go.
Because it was a big joke. Like, it was a big joke, and it just became that it started happening again this year.
Okay.
So it ended up being a thing. But so I get the skepticism for sure. I mean, I did.
I was wrong too.
I did with the Bills though too, because I mean, like I bought into the fact that it was like you're supporting cast is Khalil Shakir. Like who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but who the fuck are you?
No, that's a valid point, man. That's why like his name is in. I think his name is in the MVP now because he lost Gabe Davis, lost my boy that went to the Texans, Stephon.
They lost him too because he got hurt.
Yeah, he lost some guys on the defense. Safety. Was it Michael Hyde?
Both of them. Michael Hyde and Jordan Poyer. They both left.
Poyer
went to the Dolphins, and Michael Hyde's a free agent.
I feel like that was a good pick, you know. He put the Superman cape on.
But Josh Allen is a psycho.
He's insane, bro. He's insanely good.
He gonna win MVP, and he's gonna marry Haley Stanfield. Good for him. Congratulations! Just congratulations.
I don't know who Haley is, but you have.
She was in the Avengers movie. She plays like Kate. Okay. Kate Bishop in the Hawkeye
you got a
show.
Celebrity girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
She was in the Pitch Perfect movies and stuff too. She's in all kinds of shit. She's in the third one. The Green Bay Packers were in the second one, I believe.
The whole team?
The whole offensive line.
Dang,
David Bakhtiari was a fan of the director. Got to meet the director, and they're like, "You want a part?" So they did a singing part and shit. It's hilarious. It's so funny.
Celebrity. Okay.
Yeah, that's hysterical. All right, last thing we got a surprise team. I don't know if you want to go first. You want me to?
Yeah. Since you was really wrong on the Bills, you went first. I go first on the surprise team. Chicago, man. Chicago Bears. I was really wrong on Chicago. Like I said, I thought they was gonna be surprisingly good because they had everything in place. Look good on paper, offense, defense. They went and got a young, supposed phenom. Yeah, I didn't even look toward it. I did have here though that the O-line scared me, which
was factual.
Yeah.
But if you hold the ball for 30 seconds and your O-line sucks, you're done.
Yeah.
Most sacked quarterback in the league.
That was my surprise team, and I guess I shouldn't be surprised though. Actually,
I'm
Bears.
completely surprised because my two teams, I had two. I doubled up and I went with Denver
Okay.
and Washington.
Woo! Damn, you got just as bad as you was on Buffalo. You was just as good on at least Washington for sure.
Well, Denver made the playoffs too. They should.
Yeah.
They had a rookie quarterback. They dumped their quarterback, got a rookie quarterback, Bo Nix, who I did not have faith in really. But with Sean Payton, I had a feeling they could do something. I actually thought Zach Wilson was going to be the starter this year.
Do you think it's something to do with it? Those Bo Nix, Daniels, those older guys in college coming.
It has to do.
Do you think it translates well?
I think what it has to do with is you drafting the right quarterback for your offense.
Yeah.
Like Cliff Kingsbury in Washington has a very air raid, throw it out, run it type offense. Spread them out and let them go. Well, that's what Jaden Daniels excels at. That's what he did at LSU.
Yeah.
Denver. Bo Nix is a typical pocket passer. What did he do? Go to Sean Payton to be Drew Brees.
Yep.
Drew Brees Jr. from Timu, whatever. But like that's the thing. So to Caleb Williams' point. So I may hate Caleb Williams. I may think he's trash, whatever. I think he's a diva. His dad wanting part of the team to be drafted by them, all that bullshit.
That's wild.
But you draft a player to an offense that doesn't fit you as a quarterback. And that's why a lot of these quarterbacks fail.
Yeah.
Like you like Shane Steichen with the Colts, bringing in Anthony Richardson. Okay, great. He's got all the talent in the world and he can do a lot of cool things.
Right.
But is he the right quarterback for your scheme?
That's very important. That's key.
John Harbaugh is the king of that shit because you went from Joe Flacco to Lamar Jackson seamlessly. How you changed your offense to do that?
That's two different.
Is insane.
I don't want to say it, but it's night and day difference.
It is not.
I don't want to say that, but
why you gotta look at me when you say that?
No, just say it's a night and day difference. But like I said, Joe Flacco's strong arm, pocket passer,
but they're nowhere near because Joe Flacco's running. You are
if Joe
something's wrong.
Exactly,
he's being chased.
Yeah, so
for real.
Yeah, that's a good point, Harbaugh. That's a good point. That goes to coaching.
You have to be able to identify. So the Packers taking Jordan Love. What did Matt LaFleur say? I know more about Green Bay than I do any other team, so I was going to go back to that.
Right.
But LaFleur said that was the guy identified as my type of quarterback.
Right.
So that's why he went and got him. And now he's successful, and everybody's like, "Wow, I'm shocked." Yeah. He went and got his guy. Yeah. He didn't go get the number one talent in the NFL. He went and got his guy. Sam Darnold going to the Vikings. He fits that offense. Exactly. He did well in San Francisco last year.
Right.
In preseason and stuff, and he showed signs that he could be that quarterback.
Right.
Well, when you get him out of a garbage fit and put him in the right offense, damn, everybody's shocked. I was shocked. Still am. Still not buying it. Sam Darnold.
I don't know yet either, but I have faith in him. I have faith he can be a guy. He can be a guy. He can be a leader. He can lead the team. He might not be a superstar quarterback, but like I said, it's only been one season. Right. We've seen that plenty of times. So.
The playoffs will tell the real tale.
Playoff will tell, and I'm anxious to see what kind of contract he get, what they offer, what they think about him.
I'm interested to see where he signs and for how much because is he going to sign for the most money or is he going to find the right team?
Yeah, fit. I would go fit.
Does he go try to sign with the Giants where he's in quarterback hell? Yeah, they can't get anything right over there, or does he stay with Minnesota?
Bro, I think it would be hard to leave Minnesota. With Justin Jefferson there, Jordan Addison.
Let's throw a wrench in it.
Yeah, you might want to get young at the running back position, but man, I think if Minnesota offered me 3 for $30, 3 for
no, it's gonna have to be 3 for $90.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. $30 million a year.
Oh yeah. 3 years, $30 million each. I got you.
I think that'd be hard to turn that down, man.
Okay.
Like I said, playing with Justin Jefferson.
But devil's advocate.
Okay.
Brock Purdy needs a new contract.
Yeah.
You get an opportunity to go to San Francisco. Would you go back as a starter and let Brock Purdy go? Brock Purdy's been hurt last couple of years. Yeah. Sam Darnold's still 26. They're probably freaking same age. I think Purdy's 25, maybe 26, whatever. But they're both in that very prime of their career. Would you go to San Francisco over Minnesota?
That's very tempting. Who's in that division with San? You got San Fran.
Your shitty ass Cardinals, the Rams.
It's not my Cardinals.
And Seattle. You got the dumbass jersey, not me.
The Cardinals, Rams, and
Seattle.
Gino
might be gone too, which I think is interesting.
Man.
That actually would not be a bad fit, I don't think, either, too.
For Seattle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Darnold in Seattle, because he's not a runner. I mean, Dino's really not a runner, too.
Yeah.
But if they want to get younger at the position, he's 34.
I would actually I would consider that. I would need to know what's going to happen with
McCaffrey, Debo, Ayuk.
Especially Debo and Ayuk.
Well, Ayuk's just got to come back from history.
He just got signed last year. So I would need to know what we're going to do with Debo because I got Justin Jefferson here. I play in a dome, so like the weather's not killing me.
You got him. You got Aaron Jones.
Yep. So
Hawkinson.
So
and you have a defense.
And I have a defense. The only thing about it, I'm in a fucking division with the Lions and Green Bay. Yeah, I'm in a hard division.
And maybe an ascending Bears.
Yeah, maybe. So, to pull a rabbit out the hat like he did this year, I don't know. I would definitely consider it though. I would definitely consider it. That's not a bad option now.
The playoffs
he was there last year, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he's familiar with
Darnold first year there this year. He was in San Francisco last year.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
So he's probably familiar with the playbook. So yeah, I would definitely consider that. Do you think San Fran would take a chance on that?
I think they'd be dumb not to think about it.
Yeah.
With injury concerns, I think you're dumb not to think about it. Right. Because how far can Purdy really bring you?
Yeah.
You think Darnold could bring you further? I don't know. I think that's a hard question to answer because I think they're very similar quarterbacks. But who do you want to invest your money in? Who are you willing to invest your money in? Because Purdy has been hurt.
Right.
Now, offensive line fit too because Minnesota's had a pretty good offensive line for the whole season, so Darnold stayed healthy.
Right.
What was the one thing you got to consider? If you go to San Francisco, so hurt.
Yeah, this year
can't go
that's
back.
what I'm saying. I think that's an anomaly this year. I think next year with Christian McCaffrey, the other running back, Jordan Mason,
Isaac Garendo.
Yeah,
I went 18 deep in the running back position.
I think next year they'll be back on track. Do you think they can get T. Higgins?
No, that doesn't make sense. I think him and Ayuk are the same person. I think you're doubling up on a premium position for no reason.
If they're gonna let if
you let Debo go, you need a gadget guy. You need a slot guy. You can get a cheap slot guy like a Christian Kirk from Jacksonville, who might get cut because he got hurt.
Right.
Get him on a cheap deal and run him up the guy. That's because he's speedy. You need a fast guy in the slot. And Higgins is fast, but Higgins is huge.
Yeah, he's a big
and you
guy.
need you already have that in Ayuk, so you're potentially pissing off the guy you just gave a whole shit.
How big is Ayuk?
He's like 6'3" too.
Really? Okay, I didn't know he was that tall.
I think he's a big speeder. He's a big body receiver.
Physical guy, yeah. Okay.
So it's tough.
That's something to think about, Darnold. Call me if you want to talk about it. I got some spots for you. Got some stuff for you to think about.
Yeah, I'll get you on the Caleb Williams path, Get you on some bullshit.
I'm rebuilding it.
His name's LeVar Ball.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna if you don't buy part of the Big Three brain, you ain't gonna be part of my son's future.
Yeah,
boys.
no, the Triple B.
Triple B, whatever it is.
Big baller, baby.
Yeah.
Big baller brand, my bad.
Yeah, baby back bullshit. Triple B. All right, so going, we're heading into this shit. Surprise team, regression team, all that shit's pretty much off the table. Comeback player of the year, we both had Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
We on the same page with that. It really ain't changing. My coach of the year, I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't know how can you give it to anybody but Kevin O'Connell for the Vikings?
Man, I like Kevin O'Connell to have it.
Or Dan Quinn?
Dan Quinn was one of the ones I said. Kevin, well, no, he didn't win this division either.
No.
But he was one game away from winning.
But your division winners, pretty much all your division winners were kind of expected.
Right.
I mean, the Ravens were expected. I mean, well, the Bills. Obviously, I didn't expect the Bills.
Yeah, I don't know. This is actually tough now. Because I said last year, I thought Houston.
Yeah, D'Amico Ryans. He should have won it.
I thought
Kevin Stefanski was dog shit. That was crap. That was garbage.
Yeah, but I thought he should have won it because of he was a rookie coach, first of all.
Second overall pick.
Yep, I'm saying he was a rookie coach.
I know, but then he had the second overall pick, who was also a rookie.
Yep, he got the rookie quarterback and he got the rookie linebacker, and they played good. They went to the playoffs. They won. They won
beat Baltimore.
Yeah. So if I'm going to say
biggest upset of the season too.
If I'm going to say that, Dan Quinn, he wasn't ready. He was a first year coach this
first year head coach, number 2 overall pick.
Yep,
star quarterback.
Yeah. So I mean, man, I guess I would have to.
Dan Quinn.
I guess I go Dan Quinn, man, coach of the year. Plus, my dad is a Washington fan. So I don't know.
My best friend's a Washington fan.
Oh, see? Is your best friend my dad?
Maybe. Is his name Adam? So I'm gonna go with O'Connell. As much as I agree, I completely agree.
No, I like that.
So in the vein that we'll talk about our MVPs because we've discussed this on several occasions. Quinn O'Connell, I could go either way on that, and I would understand.
Right.
If it's anyone else, I think you're fucking stupid.
Right.
Because I don't think there's any other argument you can make for me to say that it should be Coach of the Year.
Right.
But O'Connell for me, Quinn for you, I get it. I got arguments on both sides. I can 1,000% agree. I mean,
yeah, like I said, man, you with the O'Connell thing, man. You came in with you thought you were gonna have a rookie quarterback. I think it was gonna start a rookie quarterback. He got hurt, and then you just you plug in a guy who's been passing around the league who people
more than Joy Taylor allegedly.
Oh my God! Oh, I set myself up for that.
Allegedly. As alluded to on several other sports networks not associated with mine. One that starts with a fuck's sake one.
There you go. But like you said, I think those are the only two choices you have, really.
Yeah.
I think they're so far, ahead of the other candidates.
Because even if you think of the teams that are in the league, like, I mean, as much as I want to say, like, I want to say a Matt LaFleur, who actually really doesn't ever get credit for Coach of the Year. For all the seasons that he's had, he's never gotten credit. He doesn't even get votes for Coach of the Year.
Right, which is kind of insane.
And he started Malik Willis for like 3 games and won.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So that's crazy. But anyway, like, that's neither here nor there. O'Connell, Quinn, it makes sense to me. I'm here for it. I mean, things like you think Harbaugh with the Chargers, I mean, maybe you could make an argument for that.
Who's Tampa coach?
Who's Tampa's coach? It's not Raheem Morris. It's
not Levy. I mean, not Levy. What's the guy's name?
No, it's not Bruce Arians anymore. He's gone.
That's not it. That is it.
Oh my God. Who was your coach? Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. Damn, who is that guy? That's gonna make me mad. Todd Bowles. See, that's another guy that I like. Nothing against Todd Bowles, but he's a defensive coach guy. He kind of fell into a good position.
Mm-hmm.
When he coached the Jets, he sucked.
Yeah,
fucking garbage.
And Baker, I think, is underrated, but
Baker is super underrated.
That's a different story.
Baker so to the Caleb Williams discussion, Baker Mayfield got put into a great spot finally where he can succeed. He did it. Actually played well with the Rams, but he got shit on in Cleveland and Carolina, and then went to the Rams for.
Couple games looked good. He looked good.
But he went to the Rams on Tuesday and started on Thursday, and I think almost won the game.
Yeah, he almost won. I think he lost it, but
then he goes to Tampa Bay and it just excels because they let him play his brand of ball.
Yeah, Baker be Baker.
Let Russ cook. Let Baker bake.
Let Baker bake.
Let Baker bake. Put that bastard in the oven and let him go.
That's right.
And the super underrated, but getting the right quarterback, getting the right player for your scheme. If you're a 3-4 defense and you're drafting big fat fucks, to play your defensive end spot, guess what? You're probably gonna suck.
Thank you. It's a good chance.
But I mean, like you can't draft 5'10" safeties. It's not gonna work.
Right. So
you're right about that. 5'10" corners is a terrible life choice, but I mean people do it all the time. But Connell Quinn, so I like that. All right, my offensive rookie of the years aren't changing. Offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. That's mine aren't changing. This is Jaden and Jared Verse.
Okay. Yeah.
You gonna change yours?
Yeah. I mean, I think those two are gonna win it.
I think Bo Nix made a late push. Brock Bowers made a late push.
Oh yeah, Brock. I forgot about Brock. He had an amazing year.
But I don't think you can take it away for the full body work.
Yeah,
for the wins
and it's the quarterback position. So I like that.
Offensive player of the year, Saquon for sure. I don't know how it's not.
Man, I'm gonna. Oh, this was a tough one. This was a tough one because
Joe Burrow.
Man,
don't say some dumb shit.
Oh man,
it's not dumb shit though. That's actually really good.
It is. But I think what's going to happen is
they're going to take in the fact that he didn't win and go to the playoffs.
So this is what I think. I think there was 4 MVP candidates.
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, not Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Saquon.
Those are the 4.
Damn, I'm good.
I think Joe is going to be X'd out because didn't make the playoffs. I think
probably.
I think Saquon is going to be X'd out because of he was so close to the record and they didn't let him go get it, which is
bullshit.
I think that's
bullshit.
At least for a half, man. Let's see what happens for the first half. At least
There was an argument I heard on I think it was Bleacher Report, which I thought was hilarious. Was let Saquon get the record and to lose to the Giants, so they lose draft picks. So not only did he get the record as an Eagle, you also hurt your former team by dropping them in the draft to like 10th.
There you go. So
but they beat the shit out of him instead, and he didn't get the record.
I think he's going to be X'd out for that. And then...
And how do you lose to Tanner McKee anyway?
That's insane. So I think Offensive Player of the Year may go to Lamar.
You think they do 2 quarterbacks at MVP? Because I assume you're doing quarterback at MVP.
I am.
Okay, so you think Lamar? That's interesting.
Man, Lamar had a historic year. I think he got like I checked the touchdowns. He threw like 40 touchdowns, like 4 interceptions. I think he got like 43. He didn't have as many rushing touchdowns, but when you got a big bruiser back from Alabama, Derrick Henry.
I just had that. I know you did.
I
expect nothing less.
You're not supposed to have a bunch of touchdowns rushing. So I'm excited to see what he's gonna do in the playoff. That's really where we don't question anything about Lamar except for that. We know how good of a player he is. We just want to see him excel postseason.
I agree. Lamar Jackson. So we had this conversation not that long ago about Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen debate in MVPs, and even Joe Burrow and whoever, the 4 top candidates. So I watched the thing with Dan Orlovsky today that he breaks down exactly why Josh Allen is his MVP. And it has so Josh Allen accumulated 40 touchdowns.
Right.
Just in total, not 40 passing touchdowns. He had 40. He accounted for 40 total touchdowns.
Right.
He had I can't remember what it was. There was something he was like 5th in the league in this one stat that like couldn't even be touched.
Wow.
But he also has 2 Pro Bowlers on his offense, or on his team. Lamar Jackson has 9.
Yeah. Well, and Josh is one, so there's only one other than Josh.
Yeah. So there was more than that. It's more complicated than that, but like he broke it down so to a point where I literally sat there and was like, you know what, you're right. Like I've been picking Josh Allen anyway lately, but like it ended the debate for me with Lamar Jackson. Like nothing against Lamar Jackson if he wins it.
Right.
To my point earlier, when we were talking about that there was going to be another. Where we've discussed it, so like we know that it could go either way. Right. Like Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Like Josh Allen to me was the MVP. For me, Saquon Offensive Player of the Year.
Right.
I get Lamar Jackson, but I don't. I feel like they're gonna I feel like it's QB running back awards, like they do in college.
Right.
Like that's kind of what it's become. Not that I agree with it.
Right.
But it's very hard for anybody other than quarterback to win MVP. Very hard for anyone other than a running back to win Offensive Player of the Year, aside of maybe the occasional wide receiver. You get 2,000 yards, you're a wide receiver. You're probably gonna get it.
So that's your transition into Allen being MVP.
Yeah, Allen's gonna get MVP.
Well, mark me down for Allen too. I think, man, the reason I gave it to, or the reason I said Lamar should win it last year was he was doing more with less. He didn't have the Derrick Henrys and
that's the Josh Allen argument
this year. So I don't want to go away from that. That said, man, Josh Allen lost top two receivers, lost defensive guys, and he beat Kansas City. He lost to Lamar.
That was another one, but he beat the 2 number 1 seeds.
Yeah, he beat Detroit. That's insane too.
Highly underrated.
That's insane. And something else I was gonna say. I saw on TV the other day. You know how they tried to make it to where it was a Lamar and Josh Allen thing, and it was trying
that way.
Yeah, they was trying to say Lamar was heads of him because of they only had passing stats up there. And it was so misleading because
that's exactly what Dan Orlovsky said.
Sounds
like you watched him.
Well, I can't. It was on. I think it was like Sports Center. I don't know which one, but
it was on there. So
they pulled the stats up. It was like 40 to like 28 or something like that. But it was so misleading because Josh Allen, man, scores a lot with his feet, and plus he's
17 touchdowns rushing.
He's the only. I don't want to be disrespectful, but like he's the engine that make that thing go up there in Buffalo. So, like I said, there's 9 Pro Bowls on one team, and there was only one other one with Josh
I
Allen.
don't even know who the other Pro Bowler is on the Bills.
I think it's a lineman. I don't know if it's offense or defense though.
Terrible.
But yeah, so it's a lineman. What if it was like the kicker or something? It was like, man,
That would be so
the
much
punter.
funnier. That would be so much more.
The long snapper.
MVP Josh Allen and the punter.
Yeah. So I said, man, I think it's Josh Allen. I won't be disappointed if it goes to Lamar, but I just think Josh Allen deserves it. That's just my opinion.
I agree. I same arguments. I mean, again, conversations we've had over the last like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, probably.
Right.
Makes sense. We segued into that and left Defensive Player of the Year on its own bucket, which is fine. I don't even know.
Me neither. Now that I'm thinking about
Trey Hendrickson, most sacks in the league. Xavier McKinney, most picks in the league. I mean, actually, that's me. X. Xavier McKinney. You know, he's a Packer. Come on now.
I know.
You knew that was coming. We did like eight picks in the season. He single-handedly changed that defense for Green Bay, honestly.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs changed it for the Packers on offense, and Xavier McKinney changed it for Green Bay on defense.
There's a guy. See that he won't win it, but it's like every time I watch him, it's like he pops off my TV or pops off the screen whenever I watch him. Carter from
Jalen Carter.
Yeah, no, he's not gonna win it. I want Henderson. I think.
You say all that to say I want Henderson. You know that guy Jalen Carter from Philly?
I just want to give him some love.
He sucks. Yeah. He's really good, but Trey Henderson's gonna win it.
I think like I said, I think is this a contract year for Henderson too?
He might just get cut. I think they're in some cap hell. I think they're in some cap situation. But he had the most sacks in the season from any player, and he only had I think he had like 16. I say he only had like 16, but in most years that's
pretty good.
Usually it's like 20.
Yeah, I know. It's like they normally have like 20, 22.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a down year for sacks.
What was that with Well, I know he probably won't win because they didn't make the playoffs.
Miles Garrett
hurt.
No help. When they traded away Zadarius Smith, he kind of lost his running mate, but Zadarius was just bitching anyway.
Give it to Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, defensive player of the year, absolutely.
Can't find anybody to give it to.
Caitlin Clark from Iowa. What? She's in the WNBA. So don't mind us. This is a very special Thursday night. Probably coming out tomorrow, Friday edition. So whenever you see this, Notre Dame just tied the game 24-24 in the fourth.
Yep.
4:38 to go. So yeah, we're not live, but I mean, fuck it. You'll see it when you see it. You see it when you see it. So that's just
the wrap up. That's the wrap up of 24 going to 25. I like it. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. I said we had a lot of the same one. Excited about next year, seeing what we can put together, and that was fun. I don't really like to do those freaking like bets, like bet on like season over and unders and stuff because it takes so long to redeem. But after like stuff like this, that was fun.
You have to be right so many damn times. Kind of makes you feel makes you a little pissed that I didn't bet on the shit. Yeah, especially like offensive player of the year, offensive rookie of the year, and defensive player of the year. Man, like I probably would have killed that shit. I think
you would have got paid for that.
Now, you know what's crazy too because like your surprise team was the Bears. I actually bet a buddy of mine $20 that the Bears wouldn't win over 8 games. So when they won, 5, I just laughed in his face. He's like, because he gave the same arguments you did. It was like, yeah, he's like, it's my buddy Drewski. He's like, they're gonna win. And we tell me this during the draft. We made the bet during the draft, and I looked at him. And I was like,
got his quarterback.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're not.
I worked with a guy that was a Bears fan. He was a Bears fan too. He was what's the tight end commit? He just always used to brag about before.
Speaking of commit, Notre Dame.
He was working together before Williams got there, so he would always come to work bragging about commit. I'm like, bro, you like talk about
who thrown to him?
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, this was like last year, so
even now though, like he didn't even utilize him that much this year either.
Yeah,
it's kind of stupid.
Coaching,
decision making.
Yeah,
probably his dad probably calling down the thing, being like, son, if you want to get a part of this team, you're gonna have to throw it to this guy. Man, Dad, shut the hell up. Damn. Well, man, we got some wild games this weekend.
This is gonna be good. This is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about. This is
college playoff football,
NFL playoff football.
Yep.
The Cowboys aren't in it, so that's a win right there.
Yep.
It's coming up dubs.
Lakers about to get it rolling, but no comment on that from you. We'll talk about it later. Got fires up there. Have some mercy, man. Have some mercy.
Where the hell my Lakers had at? Lucky I ain't got that shit. I know damn well that thing's bad
ever
luck.
wear that.
I will absolutely wear that. So we got the Chargers at Houston. Houston is +3 in this game.
Okay. Houston's at
in
home,
Houston at home. Houston's at home. Man, this is tough.
This is tough. I think this is gonna be like bro. If I had to bet it, I would bet it. I would bet.
If you're betting money line, what are you betting?
Oh, if I was betting money line.
If you're betting money line, what are you betting?
Well, I guess I'll take Houston, man. Houston at home. I want to see how this wide receiver thing's gonna work. Nico is a freaking monster.
Nico's a monster.
He's a monster.
Does Deontay Johnson factor in more? And they still got Dalton Schultz, dude. And Joe Mixon.
That's what I was about to ask. Is he hurt or is he not hurt? Okay, so he's playing. So yeah.
No, they took him out of the game. They didn't. They sat him last week. They sat Stroud. They sat everybody last week.
I think it's gonna be an ugly game though. Like I think it's gonna be one of them games like if you're a football fan and you're looking for a bunch of scoring, I don't think this is gonna be the game for you.
No, because the Chargers have a top five defense inside the 20.
Yeah, see.
And Houston has not played well lately.
And another thing about the Chargers, bro, just like I guess hats off to
they're gritty. To Harbaugh
because I don't know. They just win games ugly, man. They just like you said, they gritty. They just grind. They just come out with wins. So I wouldn't be surprised if they win. They're the favorites, of course, but I like Houston in this spot, man. I like Houston definitely with the 3, maybe 3. Hopefully it goes 3.5. But I would still even take some. I think they'll win outright.
Okay, Houston +3. Yeah, I like Houston +3.
Okay,
but I like the Chargers in this game. I think it's a tight game. I mean, it could be a 2-point game. It could be anything really.
Right.
But I like. It's hard for me to. The way that they sputtered into the playoffs makes me nervous.
Okay.
CJ Stroud the entire season has been a shell of what he was last year.
Yeah, and I think because his ceiling was so high, bro.
Well, you get the ceiling so high, then Nico was out at first.
Yeah.
And then Nico comes back and Dell goes out, and then Diggs was there, but then Diggs goes out. And I mean, there was a lot of turnover in the receiver room. Now the only constant, was Mixon. Even though he missed a couple of games, but that wasn't. It was like 2 games, and everybody else took over.
And the defense.
The defense has been good.
Yeah.
Good, not great. The corners they got better as the season went on.
Yeah.
But when you got Will Anderson and Geno Hunter, you've got Derek Stingley Jr. You've got ballers on that team.
Yeah.
Side of the shout out Aziz Al Shahir, who tried to kill Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a touchy one for me. I don't think he intentionally tried to hurt him. I actually think he couldn't stop himself.
Yeah.
He was already going down.
His history, I think, is what.
His history is what got him.
Yeah,
for sure.
His history is what got him. So
but
I think give him the benefit of the doubt.
I like the Chargers in this spot to take over Ladd McConkey. Quentin Johnson learned how to catch the ball finally.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I see that. I'm taking the Chargers in that spot.
I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, that's a game I could go either way. Now, for me, I'm taking a max sack all damn day.
A max sack?
Max sack. Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack.
I'll take a Khalil Mack sack and I'll take a Will Anderson sack. You can give me either one.
Okay.
I think one of each probably.
Okay, I'm not mad about that.
That's what I like for a prop for that day. I mean, Herbert over 3 touchdowns is probably a good one too.
For what?
Over 3 touchdowns. Yeah.
Herbert?
Yeah, over 2.5.
Passing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Herbert's a psycho. Well, honestly, they got J.K. Dobbins, and they got who'd they sign this week? Who'd the Chargers sign this week? That cast-off dog shit trash from the Cowboys. Jerry Jones retread. Ezekiel Elliott is a Charger.
Oh, they did sign
It's a Charger.
They did sign
What a bunch of shit.
I thought that was because of because Harbaugh didn't coach at Ohio State.
Harbaugh coached in Michigan.
Yeah, that was Urban Meyer.
He was there like 8 years ago, though, too.
Yeah.
But
I thought it had ties to that, but
no, because Gus Edwards got hurt.
Who?
Gus Edwards got hurt.
Gus Bus.
Gus Bus got hurt. That dude won me that plus 600 that one day because I took him right before J.K. Dobbins got hurt. He scored the last touchdown of the game while I was bitching about it to you.
That's insane.
Still hilarious. Still was mad. I was like, Mr. Marcus, this is bullshit. And he's like, hey, your guy just scored.
You won.
I was like, oh shit. All right, Pittsburgh at Baltimore. I mean, I feel like this is a landslide. Honestly.
Oh man, what are you talking about landslide? You mean points or you mean money line?
Who's gonna win?
Oh yeah,
I think it's a.
Well, bro, I know Baltimore's at home. This is a division game. If we talking outright, I think Baltimore wins. I think it's gonna be one of those weird ones where if Baltimore do cover, it's gonna be
9.5.
I know
9.5 is a lot, but they have covered a lot of high spreads this year.
Yeah, Baltimore has played really, really well against playoff teams.
But it's the playoffs,
yeah,
not a playoff team.
Yeah, you're right. And bro, you get Mike Tomlin almost 10 points. Man, I was thinking about my bets for later this week, and I was thinking about doing a 10-point teaser. And I was thinking like, bro, if I get
19.5,
I get 19.5 with Mike Tomlin in the playoffs with that defense, who's not horrible. I know, and I think, like I said, with it being a playoff, especially if let's say if Lamar and them come out and get an early lead, I think they're gonna be trying to kill the clock with Derrick Henry just running and pounding it. So I would like that, but I think Baltimore wins easily. I'm not gonna. I think it's gonna be a fight. There's gonna be
like a 7-point game, maybe not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Game.
If they do cover, I think it'd be toward the end of the game. I think it'd be like game's tied up in some kind of way.
Henry breaks one or
something crazy, or they get a. It's like they're up by 7 and get
Zay Flowers out.
I know that's another big thing too, bro. Even though I got Bateman.
Zay Flowers got hurt and Rashad Bateman stepped up immediately.
Yeah.
Which is impressive because he hasn't done jack shit since he's been drafted.
I know. Can he carry that? Is he wide receiver 1 worthy?
Can Lamar Jackson win in the playoffs? Period.
I know, and that
period. No disrespect to him and his abilities.
Oh, absolutely not.
But period.
He even said that.
Because that alone, because you have to prove it.
Yeah.
You have to prove it. If you come out there and say, "Oh, well, I'm the best quarterback in the league," I said, "But if you won a playoff game, Dak Prescott, you haven't won jack shit."
Yeah, it's unfortunate, especially like when his people he's getting compared to on the daily, his peers are Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, who 2 or 3 been to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen won playoff games.
It's crazy, they're all like top 10 picks too.
I know.
No, Josh Allen wasn't. He was late. He was a late pick. He was like 20 something, I think.
Lamar was too. Huh? Lamar was like
30. He was 31 or 32.
So I
that's
think
what I was gonna say, but I ended up being wrong. So
I like them to win. I think it's gonna be a physical ground and pound game, division game again. They just played each other like 2 weeks ago, right? Or last week or something.
A couple weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be a
Christmas Day. I think
might be right. So I think they win. If I had to bet the points, I would take Pitt. I'll take Pitt with the points. But if we're doing win, I take Baltimore.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to go against. It's hard to do a big spread like that, especially in a playoff game too. On top of that, I agree. Baltimore, Pittsburgh plus 9.5. It's hard to bet against a spread like that. Really, I have a hard time with anything over 8, unless I know your team sucks. If I know your team sucks, if they're playing like the Raiders,
right?
Exactly. Honestly, probably gonna cover. All right, Denver at Buffalo, in Buffalo, minus 8.5. I'm on the Bills. There's no doubt about it. You got Stevie J in the background here somewhere. Mm-hmm. Stevie Johnson, the old school Bill. Mm-hmm. But to that vein, I think that Buffalo will cover 8.5.
Buffalo will cover the 8.5 against Denver. Number 1, 2 defense in the league?
Denver. They got 8 up a little bit towards
the end. I think I saw something. I think it was either yesterday or today, but like the first 12 weeks they're gonna give up like 13, 14 points per game. Now it's like in the late
18,
something like that. So they're still playing really good. Just they not as good, but definitely think Buffalo win. I think Superman Josh is put on his cape still.
Score 3 touchdowns in the game.
Yeah, he might get 3. Is Coop playing? Mark Cooper?
I don't know.
It's a good question.
What's up with him?
I don't know either.
Because
I would like to see Coop.
They said it was kind of like personal reasons he sat out last week.
Really?
or something. I think it was him.
Okay.
Which was weird. Somebody was out. Is out. I don't remember if it was. It might have been basketball. But somebody's out because their family's in the wildfires and they had to go. Like they were like, let's
really?
step away from the team. I think that's basketball though. It could be basketball.
Yeah. Well, I know Kawhi Leonard did.
That's who it was. Never mind. All right,
Okay.
ignore all of that conversation,
Right.
that gibberish bullshit.
Speaking of, JJ Redick's house got burnt up too.
Did it really?
Yeah, that's
Damn.
what I said. He lost his house. Oh, it was his like rental house. But
man, that's wild.
That
shit.
is crazy.
Speaking of that, the game moving, the Rams in LA or Rams in Minnesota game has moved to Arizona, which we'll touch on in a minute on Monday night. But that's wild. That's like the second time in like the last 3 years that wildfires have happened.
I know. It's but you think they would have that under control, but
with all the precipitation we get here in Mississippi, you think that they would get some of it too.
But you know what's crazy? I saw that like as a freaking wildfire going on in Cali. But in Houston, in Dallas, it's like super. Everything is cold. Like, bro,
it's cold here.
Yeah, it's like froze there. It's like snow all over the place.
But what's crazy though is that like we're south of them, south of California,
Right.
and it's 32 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And they're dry as like I don't understand weather. I'm not a weatherman by any means. But Buffalo and Denver.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take Buffalo to win.
Buffalo to win.
And it's 8.5. Bro, I don't want this to be a 28-20 game. Why? And I can see it being that.
It's always a hook. The hook's always what
I
gets
can
you.
see it being a 28-20 game. But I'm going to put my faith in the MVP, man, who I think is the MVP, allegedly.
Allegedly.
As of for now. I'll give up the 8.5.
You're going to put it in your Joy Taylor like everybody else. Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly put it in
We're
your...
going to get fined. Something's going to happen to us. We're gonna get kicked off.
I'm gonna have the lowest amount of viewers on a YouTube that gets taken down. The entire thing's gonna get taken down.
Exactly.
Spotify's gonna ban me allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah, he did say allegedly.
I just say allegedly a lot.
It's not. I said, come to my podcast.
All I'm saying is you gotta have a lot of joy sometimes. You gotta tailor it the right way. Allegedly. It was just Christmas time. Spread the joy.
Right.
There was a lot of that. Allegedly.
It's tailor-made for...
Tailor-made. Taylor gang.
Bro, we're going to get in trouble.
If any of our friends listen to this shit,
Yeah.
we ain't going to have any more.
No. Yeah, exactly. Somebody's going to claim us.
We're going to play this at the book. Oh, my God.
Oh,
boy.
boy.
Can you imagine putting that on the screen? I would die.
Yeah,
That'd be hilarious.
We gotta get in the 406 club. That's what we gotta take it to. We gotta take it to the 406 club. We gotta go live from the 406 club. Have people
That would
come
be
up.
fun.
That would be. We talking too much. Somebody gonna take our idea.
During the AFC NFC Championship games.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because that would be in 2 weeks.
I bet we can do that too.
I bet we could too.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun. Well, you'd have to get the day off.
Yeah, I'm saying we probably go in like on a Wednesday night.
Ah.
Oh, you mean live like while the game is on?
Right.
Will we get in trouble for that? Could we stream the game? Probably not. Maybe.
We're talking security.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
While we get banned off YouTube for saying allegedly too much, I just want you to know that I support you, Pat McAfee, in your allegedly statements.
Absolutely.
And you're a G. You're a real G. All right, I guess we're going to dive into the real game. Now that, Green Bay and Philly. That's the second game on Sunday.
Oh, I thought Alabama was playing.
I said a real game. I didn't talk about that high school bullshit that you like to watch. It's gonna be Iowa versus Georgia.
There you go.
Green Bay versus Philly.
Okay.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out who I'm picking this game.
With the points?
Both.
What is the spread?
4.5.
Philly minus 4.5?
Philly minus 4.5.
Yikes.
I hate that number. I hate 4.5 because it's such an ugly number.
I know. Same as 24-20, 14-10, 34-30.
23-20. A 3-point game would make sense too, because I think they won. Philly won by 5. They won 24-19.
Yeah.
In week 1. Jordan Love got hurt in the game.
Okay.
At the end, Malik Willis came in and got sacked and lost the game. But Green Bay was in the game all the way up to the front. All he needed was a touchdown. So it's probably a touchdown game.
Right.
4.5 is 4.5 is a tough number. It could be. It's a 3 to 7 point game.
Is Watson playing?
Boston towards ACL.
Oh, he's not playing. Okay, he's the deep threat guy.
He's not just done right now. He's done for till next November.
Yeah, that sucks. Until Toyota time starts, right? What a coincidence.
He full participant in practice today.
Who?
Jordan Love.
Oh,
because he hurt his elbow. Remember?
Okay. What about Jalen Hurts? Have he cleared concussion protocol yet?
Haven't heard.
Don't know.
Probably.
Okay. I would think
he's going to play.
Clear. Yeah,
it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah, I would think
he probably cleared last week, but I wouldn't play him last week either. Not with concussion.
Man, I as much.
I don't know. You're going to go Philly. I already know you're going to go Philly, and you're going to go Philly -4.5.
No, I'm not going to do Philly -4.5 though.
Don't do me dirty like that.
Nah, I think Green Bay can keep it close. I wouldn't be surprised if Green Bay win. Like I said, Green Bay is one of those teams who are young. It's like the young kid that come in the gym who has just like raw talent, like playing basketball. Like he don't really know the fundamentals of the game, but he's just like super freaking athletic and can beat anybody in the game. A horse or 21. I look at Green Bay like that. Like they can show up on any field on any day and beat anybody. Mm-hmm. But as far as like,
but they're not going to.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But I'm going to take Philly to win, just because the offensive line with Saquon, and then the threats they got at the receiver position. Man, they got 2 guys. Got a Heisman winner. Where did he play football?
Who?
Devontae Smith.
No.
Alabama.
Where's he from?
Heisman winner.
Where did he play football at?
Alabama.
Oh, Philly.
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah. So
just a reminder for anybody here, if you can't see this is Green Bay Packers Super Bowl champions in New Orleans, 1996. Crazy coincidence that it just so happens that the Super Bowl's in New Orleans this year. So just
I think it's okay.
Coincidence.
No,
crazy how that works out.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly right.
Okay. Oh, they didn't get the field goal.
No, they didn't even get past the 50.
Okay. But I do like Green Bay to cover the 4.5. I do like that. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they win. That's gonna be interesting. That might be game of the week actually. That might be game of the week.
I think our next one's game of the week.
What's our next one?
Washington, Tampa Bay.
Oh, okay.
I think Washington, Tampa Bay, Chargers, and Houston are probably going to be the 2 best games. And coincidentally, they're both 3-point spreads.
I think. Oh, well, you know what? Coincidentally, 3-point spreads. But I was going to say, I think those are the 2 most evenly matched teams. Just like this game here.
Exactly.
I told a buddy earlier today that I don't know which way to go on this. So that's why I ended up taking the teaser with some more points. But
yeah, it makes sense.
I think this is what we're going to see when we see Tampa and Washington, and Tampa's at home. One thing also about Tampa, about Baker, who I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league, especially in the playoffs as quarterback. I think he's one of the most underrated quarterbacks. I think he's like second in touchdowns.
Probably.
At least
behind Lamar.
Yeah. But also he has that Josh Allen effect to where it's really Baker. You got Bucky.
That dude's got a chutzpah.
Oh, well, you got Mike Evans though.
That dude's got literally fucking cannonballs for testicles. I swear to God.
Forgot about Mike Evans. Got Mike Evans.
Well, because Godwin's been hurt, and Godwin's a free agent after this year too.
Godwin got hurt like early in the year, and you know what's crazy? Godwin and Evans got hurt the same game. Even though
Evans came back and still got 1,000 yards.
Evans was hamstring. That's impressive too. He came back still
11 years.
Yeah, 11 straight years.
Somebody said it was like the most ballsy throw to him too on like a 4th and needed the yards.
Did you see it?
And he caught it.
It's like it was designed for it though. It's like
this
is gonna be the play when
7 yards.
Yeah, when we need him to get his 1,000 yards. This is the play we're running.
This is Cam Ward broke the record. Now get out.
Exactly. Ooh, that's big.
Oh,
that's major.
That is a
interception, bro.
That is a full-time interception for Notre Dame.
That is interception.
That is under review, but that is 1,000%.
Wow, that's how they're gonna lose.
Man, we can do that shot. Twitch. That would go live.
We should.
Anyway, I like Washington and Washington +3.
Oh, they playing in Tampa?
In Tampa.
Who Washington?
Tampa's raucous.
Huh?
Tampa's raucous.
Oh yeah.
The stadium's crazy.
Got my scary Terry over there.
Washington, yeah.
Got the running back, Brian Robinson. Where he play ball?
Alabama.
Yeah. He's actually from Tuscaloosa.
Great.
Then you got Austin Eckler.
Eckler's been hurt.
Oh, okay.
He's been hurt for weeks. I don't know if he's back yet or not. I don't know what his deal was.
I seen a video of him in the snow the other day trying to like get his,
he was a massive get for them.
Yeah.
He was incredible for them, especially when Robinson got hurt.
Yeah.
Paul confirmed the interception. Notre Dame ball.
Good catch. But I'm going to Washington, bro.
You going to Washington?
I'm going to Washington. Rookie of the year. This may be the same scenario we've seen. Well, what seed are they? You know, Washington. They're not
6.
Yeah, they're not the 7th. I'd say maybe the same scenario we've seen with Houston last year.
6-3.
But
6 season, 3 season.
And it sucks for Baker because I want Baker to get some more respect. Baker's just a guy, man. Baker's just a guy. He's like a tame Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, but Baker will get 400 yards. You ever see that video of Baker dancing when he was at Oklahoma?
Oh.
I
think so.
He is. Let's just say that dude is about the color of this paper right here. That's for damn sure. He's clean as Riley Leonard's jersey.
I'm going Washington, man. I'm going Washington.
I like it. I mean, I like it either way. That's a tough game. Minnesota and the Rams in Arizona. In Arizona.
So the line moved from I think -1 to -2.5.
2.5
They
now.
moved to Arizona.
Yep.
Arizona's a controlled climate. Got a dome, right?
It's not control. No, it's open. University of Phoenix Field, open.
Oh, they're not playing on the.
Nope, they're
Cardinals.
outside. They are playing the Cardinals.
Did they?
Cardinals are outside.
Oh, okay. I thought they had a dome. I don't know why I thought that.
Well, you can confirm it.
I could have called Kyler.
Yeah, call your boy up. Call your boy up on Google.
Man, you know what's crazy? This is one game.
This game could go either way too.
I know, but I think it's gonna be a blowout, bro.
My problem is that I'm buying the hype that everybody's like, you don't want to face the Rams in the playoffs, and I'm taking the Rams and the Rams plus the points.
Oh, you took the Rams,
bro.
I think
Minnesota's gonna beat the shit out of them.
Yes, but also I can say this about the Rams: the Rams are one team. No matter how I bet them, I lose. If I bet with them, I lose. If I bet against them, I lose.
If the Rams, Detroit Lions, the Vikings, like the Lions did last week, Sam Darnold's gonna get killed. They're gonna lose.
That's another good point. Because that defense last week with Detroit, even though they're all banged up, injured,
they blitzed.
They was there. They was there.
But the crazy part is the Rams front four can get there, and if they blitz at all, that's gonna be nuts.
I know.
And they'll probably blitz, especially. If I watch that game film from last week, I'm sending the fucking house.
Yeah.
I'm sending linebackers, safeties, corners.
Exactly. What do you got to lose?
Fucking backup. I'm sending slot receivers.
The Water Boys.
Yeah. Definitely
fans.
Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, Chili. I'm sending a lot of people.
LSU Mud Dogs or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, something like that.
LSU Mud Dogs.
So
Notre Dame's gonna win this game. No kidding.
Yeah, I told my buddy that too. But I really think this. I think this is one of the 10-point games. I know that's insane to say.
I mean, not really, because it could go. I mean, you think
and
Stafford versus Darnold. I mean, Cup and Nakua versus Jefferson and Addison. I mean,
I know, but even at this age, I would take Stafford. I think it's a better question, but I'm taking Minnesota.
Even at this age, I take Stafford.
Yeah, no, as a quarterback, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about. Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh,
you finna write down. Don't give me that. Nah, but like I said, man, I think this is gonna be one of those games. I could be wrong because I'm always wrong how I bet the Rams, but I'm gonna take Minnesota and they're -2.5, right?
-2.5.
And another thing, I don't think. I think they're factoring in this Sam Darnold first playoff game. And like I said, last week showed some signs of stuff.
That can make a difference.
Sean McVay, that's another thing. He guys freaking
playoff experience.
Yeah, and an awesome play caller.
Mm-hmm.
Puka, Cooper Kupp.
Puka Nakua.
Bro, am I talking myself out of
it sounded like it. All you did was talked about one Vikings player, then talk about all the Rams. The Rams got Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua, and Sean McVay. I'm going with Minnesota. What?
I'm riding with Jetsons, man. I'm riding with Minnesota. I'm gonna put my faith in Justin Jefferson. Team that could have been number one.
Taking them with the points too.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Yeah. That's what I like.
All right, I did a bunch of dumb shit because I like to do dumb shit when it comes to betting, especially. I already said max sack. I want to take a Van Noy sack in the Ravens game.
Okay.
I want to take a Jonathan Cooper Denver Broncos player sack in the Bills Broncos game because Josh Allen probably gets sacked once maybe. I want to take an Edgerrin Cooper Packers sack and a Jared Verse Rams sack. I don't really have anybody for Washington and Tampa Bay. I don't really know.
I think I saw a stat today said, and I could be wrong about this, but
Probably.
it was an insane stat. It was like since week 12.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many sacks you know how many times Josh Allen's been sacked?
Mm-mm.
Once.
That's crazy.
And I had to find it again because it was on one of the shows that I watch.
Mm-hmm.
So and I have it recorded so I can go back and watch it. But it was a crazy stat. Like since week 12 or something, he's only been sacked one time.
So a lot of times, Jonathan Cooper, edge rusher, I don't know what it is about him, Edgerrin Cooper, like the teams that run these middle linebacker blitzes. Like Edgerrin Cooper's he's the second highest sacker in Green Bay. Why? They run him through the gaps.
Okay.
And so like as soon as the hike the ball, but he's always delayed. He's like, here, stop, boom, bust through the line, and he's fast as fuck and just gets right after him. He almost had a sack last week on Caleb Williams. Williams like just caught him in the last second and just kind of spun and got away from him. But man, he was right there again. And it's crazy how good he's been in all those scenarios. So like I love Edgerrin Cooper to get sacked. I like that. But my absolute favorite freaking defensive sack pick that I would take this week that I cannot take because I cannot find is Derwin fucking James.
Dang.
Derwin James has like 6 sacks on the season. Woo, Notre Dame.
Bro.
Woo, that was close.
Bro, you know what's crazy? I told you I took a teaser, 6-point teaser.
Yeah.
I think I got under 51 and a half.
Yeah, you didn't. You just lost it, didn't? No, that is 51.
Yeah, now I got under 51 and a half.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane. I hope so. I count that money later.
Yeah, because you needed them to kick that field goal.
I just thought about it out loud.
Oh my gosh, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, man.
But Derwin James sack, like I cannot find it anywhere.
Derwin James gets a lot of sacks. Actually, I mean,
they blitz him all the time.
Yeah, for his position.
That's why I'm mad I can't find it because it'd probably be plus like 600.
Bro, man, let's see. Well,
I've looked at every casino I can find.
Man, they probably banned that. Oh, I think you told me that before.
Yeah, because I looked at Caesars. I haven't been anywhere. Caesars in Boomtown, and I couldn't find it either way. Yeah, you be telling them we in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Cajun, Louisiana, baby. Mississippi. Cajun, baby. Let's see. Not sponsored by FanDuel.
No.
But
and that's not allegedly.
That is factually. You don't have to fact check that. Factually, we are not on the payroll. There it is. Holy shit, plus 220?
Where do you see that? Oh yeah, it is. Right.
Oh shit. I might need to go to the IP.
When is this? Oh, this game was Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. Yeah.
3:30.
Yeah. I got plenty of time. That's crazy.
Plus 220.
Check the Caesars app and see, because when I was there the other day, it was not. It has not been. Your app is loading, Emperor. Again, not sponsored by Caesars
at all.
Not allegedly. That is actually factually.
You can research it.
You can research that. That is not correct. I'm not sponsored by anyone except for my $6 Packers jersey that I wear all the time, because that's my shit. My shit. Derwin James. Puna Ford. What a name.
He's not in here.
Nope. Joey Bosa. Nope.
So he's not in Caesars.
Fularunso.
That's the reason for that. Khalil Mack. You get some Mack attack.
Yeah, Mack attack. Plus 145. Oh, I like that number. Well, on that note, because now we're just bullshitting.
Yeah. Now we just get to the
we review. I got the Chargers, Baltimore, Buffalo, Green Bay, Washington, and the Rams. He's got Houston, Baltimore, Buffalo, Philly, Washington, and Minnesota. So I definitely already won. We already know that.
How many games we got different?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so
Half of them.
Yeah, okay.
Half of them. That's a good little setup.
Yeah, that is. So we'll see who.
Well, and we can't be dead even. We can't mix because
That's
there's
right.
only 3.
There you go.
So we win and lose 3 at the same time, and then
Yeah.
the other 3 we split.
Well,
Somebody's
I'm gonna
go-
get those 3 right, but
Somebody's going 2-1 at least. At the minimum.
not me. I'm 3 now.
No, you think so?
I saw the script already.
Yeah. You and your Mahomes?
Yeah, we saw the script already. Me, Andy Reid, Mahomes.
You and the angel Taylor Swift. Allegedly Taylor Swift.
No, you can't mess with the Swifties. The Joy Taylor stuff was cool. You can't mess with the Swifties.
That's fine. Just Travis Swift.
There you go.
I mean, Travis Kelce, whatever his name is.
That hurts. That hurts.
But maybe
This was fun, bro.
maybe next week we get back and we can go over all this bullshit and where we were both wrong. Probably, not allegedly, most likely.
Yeah.
And finish this out. Finish the playoffs this way.
There you go.
On that note,
Keep track of my stuff, bro. Cause I'm finna go on a historic run.
I have to keep track of shit.
I'm gonna actually be sponsored by Caesars and all these people once they see how I'm finna go on this run.
You know what's funny about all that though? You keep saying all that shit, and I know damn well if I didn't keep track of your shit, you probably lose it by the time the night was over. Surprised you found your damn shit from the beginning of the year.
And I went straight to it too. That's actually pretty good.
Luckily, Irish Notre Dame won.
I gotta get my tickets now. I gotta see if I was under 51 and a half.
Go check your tickets. On that note, guys, I'm out. We're out. Bye.